So like when I was kind of thinking for like him, he wouldn't be a hero, but he would be like a villain. Sure. And it would kind of piggyback off of, I don't know if you ever heard about it, but like the Tylenol killer.
The Tylenol killer?
Yeah, he was like a real life person. And in like a couple Tylenol bottles, he would poison the capsules with like...
Anthrax?
Oh, no.
Yeah, no, but he would poison with cyanide.
Okay.
So there was like 9 deaths in Chicago, and like 3 were of the same family. Because like they all took the Tylenol.
Oh, yeah.
So now it was like looking for the batch that this guy had and everything like that. But instead of that, it'd be like kids' candy. Wolves would like take one.
So
would, like,
that's
put one
what's
in.
killing the children.
Yeah, I guess it would be killing the children, but like all these people had died, and they were like trying to figure out what it is and everything like that. Just like a guy with like poison candy corn or something.
Yeah, not to bring up like anthrax again, but wasn't there a dude who was like dipping mail or letters in anthrax?
It's like a powder.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a big thing for a long time. Mm-hmm. It was really bad.
Yeah.
Josh would know.
I do know. Yeah.
Do you have to have like an anthrax like training course?
They talked about it for like 1 minute, and then they were like, if you see white powder, tell someone.
Yeah. Don't touch it.
Don't touch it.
Don't eat it.
There's in no case ever is white powder good. It's either like anthrax or cocaine.
What about like sugar?
I guess
yes. Let me mail my friends some sugar.
They're out and they need some.
Well, you pour some flour on the letters and they ship faster.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, in the middle of baking, I remember, Vinny needs a letter, and then I just flour on my hands, seal like this letter.
Does it look like flour or sugar?
I
or...
have no idea.
Oh, they
Never
just didn't
seen
show
it in
you.
real life.
I thought it was like bacteria.
I actually don't know how it works, but
because it's listed as like a biological weapon.
Let's get back to the concept that we're talking about. This is the Off the Shelf podcast. We got a one shot going on right now.
Oh yeah.
My name is Josh.
I'm Vinny.
I'm Jason.
I'm Brandon.
And Brandon has an idea. Do you want to expand upon it more? Do you have character names, anything like that? A general like story arc, or is that it?
I was gonna go like the Candy Corn Killer, but like obviously if someone wants to like
candy corn specifically.
Well, my first idea was like someone who just like throws candy corn at like super sharp candy corn. I was like, no, let's change this a little bit.
He uses
very Halloween.
candy corn as bullets.
Yeah, he could. He could. This is a special
cat.
Halloween one shot.
He has like an M1 Grand. He like loads like a bag of candy corn through the top like clip of candy corn.
So what do we like here? Do we like that it's more of like a murder mystery type thing?
Honestly, I like more that it's a gun.
That it's like an actual character. Okay.
And like now he can be a hero or a villain.
Yeah. So
I don't know.
So tell me about the candy corn. I mean, he's the candy corn killer, right?
Does he only come out during Halloween?
We could change it. I think Jason just brought up like Colonel Candy or something like that.
Okay. Because I was thinking candy corn killer is kind of verging on 3 letters. We may not want to.
Yeah.
But what was it? Colonel Candy Corn? Isn't that a character from Adventure Time?
Colonel Candy?
Colonel Candy, but he's a candy corn.
CCC.
General Candy Corn? He's something like that. Either way, we'll take it. We'll steal that. So tell me more about this character. What's their
motive?
Goal?
Yeah. What
are the wants and needs of Colonel Candy Corn?
Just defend children on Halloween.
Defend the children?
Yeah. He was going to kill them before, but I was like defending them.
Okay. So is this like, are you thinking like lighthearted, action adventure?
No, dark.
Dark.
There is like serial like killer. I was just
Something's killing the children.
The serial killer.
Something's killing the children part 2, but instead of like being a monster, just like an normal.
Maybe someone's poisoning the candy.
Yeah.
It's Brandon.
So it's on Halloween. This takes place. Okay.
It could be on Halloween just because. When's another time that children get free candy?
Yeah.
So is this like a one and done thing? It's like one book.
Yeah.
This takes place on this Halloween.
This would be a stepping stone. So it's like, yeah, he's gonna fight this guy on Halloween, but if people like Colonel Candy Corn, we can make him have like a new villain.
Yeah, totally.
But this would just be like his starting, like, this would be his origin story.
Okay.
How he
So give me the origin story. How does he get his special
All right.
candy corns?
His last name is Corn, right?
Okay.
Like
Yeah.
Corn fan.
His first name's what? Candy?
Yes, no. But like, he's living like his average normal life. This is gonna be like the most cliche, generic origin
Is
story.
he
you can
actually
think of.
like a war vet?
Yeah,
Or-
yeah.
okay.
Like
Okay.
that's where the Colonel comes in
Got
for.
it,
He's
yeah,
like
okay.
he's an actual war vet, and like just because time's sake, this is Vietnam era, so he fought in Nam.
Okay.
Because, so I guess you have a M16 candy corn, 3-round burst candy corn,
Okay.
but
Colonel Carl Corn.
Colonel Carl Corn.
So what drove him to become Colonel Candy Corn?
Did he see some shit in the war?
He fell into a vat of candy corn.
Yeah, radioactive candy corn.
What gives him this special ability?
What gives him the
Is
special
it like
ability?
Iron Man? He just made it one day.
He's tired of people's detested candy corn, so he's like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna save these children with candy corn, so I have no right to complain."
You know
about
what?
So
You know what?
yeah.
I'm here to say that fuck candy corn. Candy corn is terrible.
See?
And that's why
I
you're
kinda
the villain of the story.
I kind of like candy corn.
It's
Actually.
all
You're a
right.
villain,
Yeah, I like
yo.
candy corn too. I think it's good.
Is
Tastes
like,
like honey.
straight up
Sometimes.
like
See,
bullshit.
and like
Hmm.
because he's a war veteran, he has that heart inside. So if you say you don't like candy corn, he'll flat out either like save you and rub it in your face and make you eat it, or if you like absolutely hate it, he'll just walk away and let you
Make
die.
you eat it.
He's
Batman with the
like
bats.
a rogue hero more or less. He's not a
Okay.
good guy,
Okay.
and he's just doing this because he has PTSD and he's trying to like this is his atonement for letting his friend die. By the
So-
way, in his backstory, his friend got blown up by a landmine.
Is
next
this
to him.
kind of like a
Was it-
play on the Punisher? Like
Well,
instead
it
of a
sounds like
skull
that. Yeah.
on his like on his shirt,
So
can he have
I've
a
never
candy
read The
corn?
Punisher, so if I'm making this after The Punisher, then
It
Like,
sounds
Yeah,
a little bit
Vietnam
like
vet comes back.
Yeah.
A little fucked
Oh.
up.
Their motives are different,
Yeah.
but it is similar. I like it though, so let's
Yeah.
continue.
I like it.
Tell me about the villain.
the villain, I haven't given much thought to the villain. 'Cause,
Okay.
like, who should the villain be? Like his motives and everything.
the
because-
dentist.
The dentist.
The dentist.
Oh.
Dude, you know
But
what?
wouldn't
Yo,
the dentist want kids to eat more
nah.
candy?
The dentist is a
That's why
straight
he's
up
killing them
villain.
with candy, so they stop eating it.
But he would want them to, because that's how
Yeah.
he makes his money.
Maybe, yeah.
But he's like a
hold
morally
on.
righteous
The
dentist.
Dentists don't actually want you to be better. Dude, I had the worst dentist experience of my entire life recently. Dentists are straight up sadists.
Yeah.
They are out for nothing more than to torture innocent souls.
And your money.
And to take your money. So you know
going
what?
back- oh,
The
sorry.
dentist is a straight up villain.
I have an idea. Okay, you go first. I have an idea.
Going
though.
back to like certain like medical professions not being trained properly.
Yeah.
Like I had a dentist visit, and all I had to do was like stick a needle in like my gums to numb it so I can get like filling. He messed up 4 times. Like he just stabbed different spots. He's like, that's not right. I gotta do it again.
I feel
Oh
like
my
they do
God.
every time, and I
Yeah.
don't know why.
like
And
then
how
he-
many times have you done this?
And then he put the filling in, and it flat out fell out. Like I didn't chew
Oh.
anything. I just tilted my
That's my
head
sister-in-law.
forward, and it just fell out. And he was like, "Well, obviously you did something." No, I didn't do anything.
That's
it
bad.
fell out. Like
Man.
Dude, I will say, like, when they tell you not to eat anything after you get a filling for, like, an hour, don't do it. Like, I ate, like, a steaming hot slice of pizza one time, and I yanked that shit out.
Vinny, that's like
can't say
the
anything. I ate a
exact
Starburst and
thing
yanked
they
it out.
tell you not to eat.
Yeah, I know. I was hungry, Jason.
Alright, before this podcast turns into a full-on dentist-hating podcast, because we've talked about
I know,
them
yeah.
extensively,
Okay.
You've shit-talked dentist without me?
Yeah,
Oh
man.
my God.
So-
give me your idea, Vinny.
So here's my idea, right? So do you remember in Batman vs Superman how like Batman would brand people, and then when those people go to prison, they had like the Bat brand, and then the other prisoners would kill them or kill the person with the brand, and it was secretly like Lex Luthor who was
Yeah.
behind it. What if like the dentist is like, I dig the idea of Colonel Candy Corn because he makes people eat a lot of candy corn, rots their teeth, so I could go ham on them. You know, I could like.
I have to be the villain so he can be the hero.
So you're
Sure.
stepping away from the poisoning the candy, or no?
I mean, it's up to Brandon. It's his idea.
No,
this is
let's-
your child.
I think we should take this wherever it can go.
Sure.
Because this is just a baseline, and if we change the baseline and everything, it's just like the comic book series. We're like, all right, we're going to completely rewrite this series. That's what we're doing now.
We'll have
We're
a
just-
reboot.
We'll have a reboot. This is the reboot
Crisis.
of Colonel Candy.
Yeah.
Same
Oh,
characters.
the
and
candy
everything.
corn crisis.
So the dentist, he doesn't like Mr. I would say
Like, this-
Mister.
this
He
one
doesn't like
feels like-
Colonel Candy Corn.
Because like
Are we
I'm
making Colonel Candy the villain then? So that way he's hired by the dentist.
Maybe he doesn't know that he's helping the dentist.
That's what I'm saying. Like I'd
Yeah.
imagine that
Sure.
he's
It's like
doing
a Riddler situation.
Yeah, like he's doing what he's doing. Meanwhile, the dentist or whatever is using all the
So-
good quotes good that Colonel Candy is doing for his own nefarious purposes without Colonel Candy Corn knowing.
Yeah.
I have a question then. So like,
Yeah.
how is he rotting the teeth? Is he just like M16ing like candy corn to children's mouth? like what's happening here? Then
Well, you probably don't want your main character shooting children in the
Yeah.
mouth.
That's not great.
Yeah,
Dude, he needs a slingshot.
that's not better.
But
It's
he
way
is encouraging the eating of candy. You know, he's like an icon. Kids are like, yo, Colonel Candy Corn.
So like Colonel Candy Corn's like beating bank robbers with candy.
Yeah,
Stuff
he's
like
he's
that.
stopping like petty crimes on Halloween. But the kids
Someone
are
takes
like,
the whole bowl instead of a take one. They just get shot in the leg with candy corn.
Take one is a serious offense.
Yeah.
Take
Could
one. That's
be.
all you're gonna need. Just like pulls the trigger.
This is like a dystopian future where if you take more than one, you're hunted by Colonel Candy Corn.
Just one.
so let me ask you something. As the creator, is the candy corn more powerful than just shooting a regular gun?
Yeah, because he's gonna get them from the dentist, right? The dentist, because he's already masterminding this whole thing. He's just a dentist up front. He's actually super smart, like a genius. So he's made these candy corn like indestructible. He's messed with the membranes and the sugars in the candy corn to make them more powerful than a regular bullet.
The dentist did that?
Yeah, because he's just the dentist is being his
So
front
the
job.
dentist-
He has like a super high IQ. He's just
Okay.
doing whatever he wants to. He's doing a dentist role this time just because he found someone who can make him money. So the dentist's whole motive is money, so he can continue his experiments.
Okay.
And we're just calling him the dentist because that's his profession at the
What
moment.
kind of experiments? Like, does he turn people into like teeth monsters or like?
That would be funny.
New
Or
fucking
grotesque.
tools to torch people's
Yeah.
mouths with. And this is my new drill.
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
trying
It hits
to
every
make-
single nerve in your mouth.
But
See-
he wants to make money. That's his goal. That's
Kind
his
of
want.
For what?
Like his experiment is like using the properties of plaque to like plaquify whole areas to take them over.
What? How's he gonna do? He's gonna put it in the water supply, or
He could either put it in the water supply. I was thinking like crop dusting over an entire area
Okay.
with like
yeah.
with it, and then they breathe it in. It plaquifies like their internal organs, and like kills whole areas.
Oh, okay. That's
Like-
much more sinister. I was
more-
thinking like he gives them plaques so they have to go to the dentist and
No,
he makes
no,
more
no.
money.
He's trying. He's
I thought
trying
he
to
was
take over the
killing
world.
people.
So it's like
Okay.
I have a super weapon.
Oh,
Like that's just a
okay.
goal.
So
But he
world
needs-
domination is what he's after. Okay.
Yeah, but he needs the Colonel Candy Corn.
Yeah.
Colonel
Yeah.
Candy Corn to drum up money. So that's why he's being the dentist right now, so we can get lots of money because he's the only dentist in this whole area.
So with Colonel Candy Corn, we almost have like a Bucky Barnes situation where it's like he's kind of working for the villain, but deep down he's a hero.
he doesn't know. As
He
he said,
kinda
he
has
doesn't
to
know he's
unlock
working
it.
for the villain. The
Yeah,
dentist
yeah.
is just like an anonymous caller who's just like,
Who
hey,
gave him
there's
his
a bank robbery
special
on.
gun?
Gives him the special gun, and then to like calls him like, hey, there's gonna be a bank robbery on blah blah blah. There's a bank robbery here, something like that. He's just letting him. He's like his police scanner, so he knows where.
Like
He's
his
like,
enforcer.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah, well, like he can't predict crimes. Like I'm not trying to make it seem like he's like psychic or something.
Yeah.
What he can do is like he'll just be keeping check on things, and he'll have police scanner be like, oh, Colonel Candy, there's a bank robbery on here, or like, oh, there's something happening here, and like that's how he would show up to all these things. It's not just him. He has like a whole network. So all the dentists in the area work for him. So that's how he's making
Or
all
is
the
it
money.
like that.
the doctor, the pediatrician?
Yeah,
the...
everyone that's coming in, like, because like now you have things like obesity. So now you have like child obesity because all the candy and the rotting teeth. He like has the doctor in everything's pocket. So while Colonel Candy's doing all this, he's just working behind the scenes.
So he's got his hands in all the
So-
doctor
Yeah.
crimes. Okay.
So
I like
Colonel
that.
Candy is like he's our main character, yes.
Yeah.
But he's not the one the story's gonna be focused on. Like he's gonna clean up the crimes, but a lot of it's gonna be focused on what the doctor's doing behind the scenes.
Well, you could follow Colonel Candy Corn then and have him almost work his way up to finding out about the dentist.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Or he could
Yep.
be like busting down doors. You know, he learns some piece of information that lets him know that doctors are purposefully making children fat or give them plaque and stuff. So he's like going around, he's busting
Also,
down doors.
too,
He's
he
like,
makes money because there's candy corn branded Colonel Candy
True,
Corn. So
yeah.
like, he's making kids eat that one
but I
specifically.
feel like at some point he has to have that switch where he
Oh,
goes
yeah, no, he's
from
definitely gonna find out about
Yeah,
it. I
yeah.
just didn't know how to bring
The
that
most
in.
No, you
bit
totally-
of
and
all
so-
brand marketing.
Yeah.
he can kind of like work his way up a ladder of sorts where it's like not a tower, but it's like that idea of like climbing the tower to reach the big boss.
Yeah, I think too it'd be cool to see him have some sort of internal struggle, or not just an internal struggle, maybe a struggle with his family life or something.
Sure, yeah. So
having a problem telling the difference between his two personas.
Yeah, you mentioned he has like PTSD. Is that like his main character flaw, where he's kind of struggling with being
I was thinking it could be PTSD, or we could change it. He could have not been a war. He could still be like a war vet, but not have the PTSD. And instead, it could be something now like he's having trouble distinguishing what is like his personal life and then what is his like act, more or less.
Yeah.
Because like now people are coming up because like he's not wearing a mask or anything. He's just in his army fatigue with a gun that's like loading him like
it's
rounds
got
of
candy corn.
Yeah, it's like a candy corn bandolier across his chest.
Yeah.
But
I love the idea that he's like the Punisher, but instead of a skull, it's a candy corn.
Yeah, I think that's cute.
So we're gonna guys draw that.
So now, like, because his face is exposed, when people see him, they're like, "That's that's Colonel Candy Corn." So now he's having all this recognition and stuff like that. Now it's just kind of like his own struggle. Like, am I just Colonel Candy Corn, or like, am I?
That's kind of a classic hero struggle. Of
like I said, I'm not very creative, so these
No,
are
that's
just like.
good.
So I
I
have a question. Like, so we made mention of like the doctor and other like professions that are involved. Is there like a Mr. Milky Way or like a Sinister Snickers Man or something? Like other candy themed characters?
That they could even have them as like guards. Even,
Yeah.
that you would have to
It'd be
fight.
Cool. If like so, the doctor's the main guy, but he has like a round table, and it's like
Yeah.
it's like that's the main guy's like the doctor, the pediatrician,
Yeah.
Sinister Sticker, all at this
like
table.
that.
These are like showmen, and like he turns, is like talking to him.
I like it, and
like
that
it
could
too.
like even the candy companies could be a part of it too. You know, like not just the doctors and stuff, but also the people who make the candy would probably have a hand in it too.
If the dentist after world domination, what would the candy companies get out of it? Just like everywhere is their candy.
Tough dog.
I feel like they don't want to run the world from the surface, though. You know, like
Yeah,
they
I
want to
gotcha.
keep doing what they're doing,
In
just
the
on a
shadows.
more global scale, maybe.
So then, do we want to change what the doctor's, the dentist's thing was? So instead of it like killing people with plaque, it's like kind of going back to what you said. It just makes everyone have plaque, so that way everyone stays in business.
Maybe, yeah. Because I mean, if you kill people, there's less people to rule over.
Yeah.
You know, like
Well,
usually when
less
you want
money.
world domination, you want a
Yeah,
world
but he
to
wouldn't kill everyone. He'd be
dominate.
like, see this town, dead. And if you don't want this to happen in your town,
I mean,
this is my world.
yeah,
Yeah.
maybe
Buy
that's
my toothpaste.
maybe that's what we do to raise the
Colgate.
stakes then, because it like children getting cavities is pretty low stakes. But if it's like the dentist is going to wipe out this town, that's
Yeah.
to a greater degree that would give you more urgency to want Colonel Candy Corn to win. You know?
Have any of you ever watched Halloween 3, Season of the Witch?
No, I haven't seen
I
any
have not.
Halloween.
No. It's like the only one without Michael Myers.
I think I've only watched like a few moments of it.
Yeah, it's like this evil corporation that makes masks for children to wear, and they have like a cartoon slogan thing where it like hypnotizes the kids. When they put the masks on, it like kills them and makes like bugs and shit come out of their mouth. It's really fucking weird, but
They're just anthrax in the mask.
Val.
yeah, there's a lot of talk of like children killing and stuff with these
I mean,
ideas.
like, that's the thing is like if you like this is like a Halloween special
I
sort
know.
of thing, and like Halloween is very children focused, so it's
I
kind of
know
hard not to.
it's terrible that they're like the easiest targets.
Yeah.
Well,
You know, and I guess
well, think
that's-
about it.
that's
They're
why
out in
it's-
large numbers. They're not attended most of the time. Like,
They
what
just-
is gonna happen when you let a bunch of 8 and 9-year-olds run around and there's just like a killer nearby?
They just run around the street in costumes.
Yeah. So.
And it also is like higher stakes because people care about their kids.
I was gonna say
You
that
know?
it's very easy for people to associate with and also care more about it. It's like the cop out of using Nazis as a villain, where it's
Yeah.
like no matter what, if like you don't have to prove that they're a bad person if they're
As long
not.
as you
Like,
find that
yeah, they
flag,
are.
it's
Like-
like that's it. They're
like
evil.
children are a picture of innocence, right? So it's like obviously you're not gonna want them to die, right?
Yeah.
Like,
so it's
something is killing the children is like haunting and scary because it's about children.
Yeah.
Like if it was adults, it'd be like, okay, that's like every other book I've ever read.
yeah.
But also too, when it's children, you get to see a lot of like adults break down.
Yeah.
Like,
How
lose
it affects their family
Yeah.
too.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I guess it affects children when like the parent like dies, but it's always just like crying and screaming. With parents, it's like a spiral, like a very dark spiral. That
Yeah.
goes
Because no
far.
parent wants to outlive their kid.
Yeah.
You know.
So I
this is
like
dude,
this. It's much darker than I thought it would be, but I like it.
I'm scared.
So what would you call this book?
Hard candy. No.
Hard candy.
I actually don't mind this. Like that's. I do like that.
But candy corn's not
As
hard.
opposed to like flaccid candy.
Well, I mean, like he's a hardened veteran.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
like, hard
Yeah.
candy.
Yeah. I like
I
it.
don't think it should include
Yeah,
his
hard
name or the
candy.
name of the villain. I think that should be saved for like I don't like the first couple pages of the book, but I think it should be something that's like short, catchy, and like makes you wonder why is this guy holding M16 on the cover of a book called Hard Candy?
Yeah.
Kind of like with Sweet Tooth and there being a kid
Yeah.
with antlers, like
Yeah.
something that doesn't correspond to each other.
It kind of piques your interest. You want
Yeah.
you want to know.
That does not correlate at all.
What?
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
A sweet tooth doesn't have.
No. That's why I was speaking figuratively.
What?
Never mind. Never mind. I'll have to explain.
Like
Jason,
something.
go home.
You're losing your mind, Jason.
Never lose my mind. I just don't feel like explaining what I mean.
Like some looks like the title sells it. Like something's killing the children. That's obviously like the
It's
title is going to be. There doesn't
catchy,
matter too
yeah,
much of the
like-
extras.
It's catchy.
But
No, but you know
But
what
yeah,
I mean. Like it catches
It
your
strikes
eye.
something.
Yeah.
But if we have like hard candy, something that's not going to catch your eye at first, then you look at the cover, you're like, I'm sorry.
I want
Is
to
that
know
a Vietnam
about
vet
this.
on the front?
Yeah.
Is that, what's
Or
happening here?
like hard candy, and the cover's like a dentist's operating room or something.
But it's like
It just plaque
graphic.
covering
Yeah.
someone's
Dark.
some like it's like plaque like covering someone's body or like someone's teeth falling out like hard candy.
Oh
something like
man, yeah, like people's teeth falling out.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what he wants. He wants people's teeth to fall out.
Wants to build a little fort.
And then he turns the teeth into little monster men.
Yeah, that's a little goofy. So,
What show was it where some guy was collecting like the teeth to eat them? It was like a kid's cartoon. He was like, "Yeah, I'm collecting the teeth," and he would eat the teeth.
is this like is this like
is that
comedic? or-
Flapjack?
It might have been Flapjack.
Oh,
I
might have been.
I might be losing my
No,
mind.
I don't think you were. It's
But-
like a guy.
But
the dentist
in
Flapjack, he
Flapjack,
collects
there's the
teeth and
candy
he
guy.
eats them.
That's insane.
Like I remember because he literally like scoops handfuls. Like he'll take handfuls of teeth and go and like crunch them. Like it is the most disgusting thing.
Oh, that's Teen Titans Go.
Is it?
Huh. Well,
I remember
Just that
walking
picture.
in, looking
I
up,
don't
and like
know.
that guy's eating teeth. That man has handfuls of teeth. It could have been that actually. I think it might have been.
so Vinny, would you read this book?
I would read this book. I would buy it week to week or month to month.
I would definitely want this to be some sort of like image comic, not like something, not like some
yeah.
big thing.
I don't
like-
think Marvel's gonna want this.
No, we-
Come on,
Yeah, I don't
Marvel,
think-
if you're listening, I think you should pick up Hard Candy. I think
Yeah.
it would be a good one.
I
It's
think
usually
Hard
what we
Candy
shoot
and Punisher make an excellent duo.
Yeah, you could
Oh,
do
yeah.
an intercompany crossover.
Yeah.
Or you can start your own comic company, Branding Corp.
Brandon Gorp.
Jason, what would you rate this idea?
I would rate it a 9 billion.
What?
Brandon, it
That's
was
not a rating system.
A gillion 9 billion?
Yeah.
A Gilligan 9 billion. Look at that.
Okay,
That's
that's,
good,
pretty
that's
high.
good.
A Gilligan Gillians. Brandon, it was phenomenal. I loved it.
Alright, well,
Jason's losing it.
yeah, thank you.
Jason's shot.
Oh, sorry. Kevin 11. My bad.
Hey! If you're gonna judge the rating system,
I don't know. I have love. I have all the love in the world for Kevin 11, but
But
I
not
don't
for
want.
us.
I don't want a Gillian million to be treated with whoa. Not in this house.
I mean, the Gillian million is fine because there's
Yeah.
a name and a number.
yeah.
But a whatever you said before, that's not allowed.
I'm gonna overthrow the council. I'm gonna be that.
We
one,
are the council.
Yeah, work on yourself, Jason.
I'm gonna be that one guy in Green Lantern who's like, you know what, fuck all you other guys. I'm gonna kill everybody. Not Hal, the blue one.
Oh, I was gonna say, you mean the
Like, he
Green
has, like, a house of
Lantern?
teeth and he just eats
Yeah,
all
that's
the
Teen
teeth.
Titans Go.
Yeah, he eats the teeth.
Well, thank you for listening to this episode, this very special, spooky one-shot. We've really enjoyed having you listen to our voices in your ears.
Yes, as we always do.
Yeah, Vinny, you want to plug your TikTok?
Yeah, you can check me out on TikTok, Being Off the Shelf, where I talk about comics and comic-related things like movies and TV shows. Usually, like, once a day, sometimes not once a day. I try my best to keep up with it, but
Yeah.
life gets in the way.
You
know?
do post a lot.
Yeah.
So if you just can't get enough of Vinny talking about comics, head
Yeah.
over there,
Yeah.
check him out. He's got like hours of TikTok to watch. So, any final thoughts before we wrap this up?
I think this is a great idea. I like the Candyman. Wait, no.
Candyman.
Colonel Candy.
Wait,
Colonel
careful! You said it twice.
Oh God. Candyman. Jason, no.
Oh no, he's here.
Oh God.
Well, join us next time when we
Get murdered by the
and-
Candyman. Oh, that's 3.
Man, you always I'll like have something ready for the outro, and then you'll cut in when I'm halfway
Oh,
through
sorry.
saying.
It's because Vinny's a villain.
I am.
He knows when you finally thought up of something, and so he's like, yes, now.
I'm the
dead.
You always feel like you gotta finish my sentences.
Yeah.
I guess I won't say anything because Vinny doesn't want me to.
No, you
but-
can.
No, it's okay.
No,
it's too
go
late.
ahead.
No,
Okay.
it's too late. Goodbye.
Aw, how cute. Aw, how cute. Aw.